the finals of the 17th. Is this one already, Vedast? Or 16th?
17th
17th, right?
already, yes.
17th Old Frame League Vintage Old Frame format.
Yes,
And
I'll
we
keep.
have
Keep
on
two.
the left-hand side Juan, who's
Keeping.
playing TPS, and on the right-hand side we have Nick,
Keeping.
who's playing
I didn't hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
both Storm decks.
I will play an Underground Sea.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my bad.
I will tap the Underground Sea and
Nick
play
is
a
on
Dark
the, on the
Ritual.
right.
Okay. Resolves.
Well, it seems like
I
both
will play
players
an
kept their
Infernal
hands.
Contract.
Yeah, both kept their hands and a
And
very
I
fast
play
start already of.
Force Wheel, Pitching Revoiled.
Yeah, first turn Infernal Contract from
Pitching
Nicholas,
Rebuild. Okay.
which is facing a Force of Will.
You have 5 more cards
Pitching
in
Rebuild.
hand.
And well,
I'll
Pichon doesn't
play a
have.
Misdirection, Pitching Rebuild,
I was going to say doesn't
and
have.
misdirect the Force of Will onto my Misdirection.
There's a
Okay, resolves
misdirection there. It
the
seems
Infernal
like
Contract.
that Infernal Contract has to resolve.
So I will resolve the Infernal Contract, go down to 10 life,
Okay.
and draw 4 cards. 1, 2.
And this match, this is
Three,
actually interesting because
four.
Infernal Contract
You can go.
is bringing
Okay.
Nicholas already to 10. So one needs a much more than
Underground Sea,
usual.
sack.
Yeah, it's
4 Underground Sea and
5 spell storm doesn't
Mhm.
seem that difficult. Of course, it's just the first turn, so. It's like it's very interesting how, despite both of them, both of the decks having like the same.
Okay, and I
options,
play
different, they
Duress.
feel in many ways.
Sure. I have a Polluted Delta, a Force of Will, Grim Tutor,
Yeah, the
Cabal
pitch round
Ritual,
one is
Mana
like
Crypt,
a,
and Bloodstained Mire.
let's say like a faster version. It uses misdirection, so that it doesn't even need. I mean, it has more free counter spells. Let's say it also played more Cabal rituals.
Yeah, it's and it's very fast. That feeling, or it feels like whenever I play against Nick, that it feels the graveyard quite fast. Of course, Duress is
A
the
ritual.
one card that
A Cabal
Pichon
ritual.
doesn't
Oh,
have.
ritual,
Really
okay.
is going to be
Okay,
I'll
go ahead.
an amazing.
I'll keep my hand open if that helps.
Okay, no problem.
Card in this matchup, I think.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a deck that doesn't even want to spend one black mana to play a Duress. It just wants
Bloodstained Mire.
the free misdirections and to go faster in general.
I will take a moment.
It also plays more Grim Tutors, which makes sense because of so many rituals. For example, now it was interesting because Juan made him discard the Cabal ritual, so he couldn't play the Grim Tutor yet. Well, he could with the Mana Crypt.
Yeah.
And that would be 3 life less, so
Play another Duress.
he would be well
Duress.
vulnerable to a small tournament.
Play a Mystical Tutor.
Okay.
In response.
So do you think that he took the Dark
You have 4 cards in hand now?
with the first
Yeah,
Duress
4 cards.
because he had already the second? Because I don't see why you wouldn't
take an Ancestral
with the first Duress. Perhaps it's mean
I'm not sure. The thing is that that Cabal ritual would get 5 mana quite fast with Fetchlands and everything. Like now he has already 5 cards in his graveyard.
No.
And I guess
all the same.
one is worried
No
about
problem,
the
either.
possible outs that deck has. He has so many bombs. So giving him so much mana
So you can take
can be quite dangerous. While playing the Grim Tutor is like without ritual is much lower path, and I guess Juan is fine with that. Or maybe he just had the second duress and he was planning
Take
to play
game tutor.
the next turn.
I mean, because in a way, the way I feel is I would remove the green tutor if I only had one duress, because it's like the only threat. Like he needs to top deck something. I mean, of course, the pitch long deck is very capable of like picking, like top decking something. I'm not saying that there is not a lot of outs out there, but I would probably, if I didn't have the first duress, I would probably have
Guardian,
picked
Safari, and Bastion.
of course, like the moment you pick
2 cards in hand, yes?
the
Yeah.
ritual, you kind of like prevent the green tutor to be from being
I
played on the
will-
next turn, and if you have the second duress, you know you can get rid of it later.
Yeah, the thing about leaving the green
Crack the
tutor is that
Bloodstained Mire, go down to
probably you're
9.
going to get something that you can get rid of with the duress. So he actually wanted, in some way, he wanted him to play the green tutor and go
That's
go
another.
down to
Yeah, that's another.
Seven and
Obviously, that's a very good idea because
Underground
the chances
Sea.
are very low that he's going to be able to draw something this turn that is going to allow him to play the green, like on the second turn, I mean, that is going to allow him to play the green
On
tutor
top.
and do a lot of stuff to combo.
yeah. And I think that's probably what was.
Let's
what
see.
he was
I'll
thinking.
try to play the Ancestral, targeting myself.
Resolves.
Ancestral ritual and rituals. Yeah, well, Juan doesn't have that many cards in hand, so
No, he has a.
after
I'll play the Polluted Delta.
Cannot see. I think it's 4 or 3 or 4.
You may go.
something that I found interesting too about the pitch long deck is that it doesn't even play time walk because it's like it's not good enough for it. So fast that you don't really like
The
time walk
third
many
duress.
times.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
just crazy because it's such a powerful card.
because it has
2 cards in hand.
such
I will
a
brainstorm.
huge amount
Okay.
of third duress, by the way, killing
Yeah.
really
But
killing.
it's facing a brainstorm. So
I'll take these cards off
doing
possible.
some
Mhm.
very good indeed in this particular case. But yeah, I was going to say that the mana is so like there's so much mana in pitch long and it's so fast that you really, I guess, whenever you're ready for the combo, you really don't need to like set up for the next turn or anything like that, which is mostly what a regular TPS would do with time walk. It's like, oh, I ran out of mana, I'm going to time walk and combo next turn. And pitch long really with the five luck that you get from the Cabal rituals like very soon into the game. Also because
Yeah.
I think I might be mistaken because I'm talking about like my own experience playing against Nick, but I feel that Nick has more fetch lands than a regular TPS does. I don't know if you have the decks there and you can check.
yeah, actually time walk is very good in situations like you play Necropotence and then you play time walk or things like that. But many other times
This is the way to go.
it's
You got the
surprisingly
Crypt, you got the Tendrils, you got the
underwhelming.
Force, Cabal, and Dark Ritual.
Okay, he had
So this is what you have.
What's the 2 cards
Yeah,
of
the
your
second
right
rules,
side?
Ritual, mana
Sure,
grid,
left side,
Photo
sorry.
Wheel, and I can see the last one.
That
There's no
ritual and
Oh, sorry. Cabal Ritual and Dark Ritual.
Cabal ritual, sorry, not
Okay.
therapy.
Okay.
Ritual, tendrils.
I wonder what if he leave on top.
Well, I guess a way of getting the second tendrils for sure, or either like a Yautmo's Will or like a way of like. Well, I mean, it has a lot of.
It's
ways
possible.
of
Something like a Wheel of
I mean, definitely like
or something like that.
keeping
With so much.
keeping the tendrils in hand
Okay.
obviously means that he doesn't care if the tendril, because with this hand I think tendrils is in most cases the. I mean, you can have an argument now that the Cabal Ritual is very strong, being 5 already with the Threshold on the graveyard, but I don't see. I mean, already
Take Force of Will.
3 mana plus the creep plus.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay,
Bash.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
2 cards in hand, yes?
Yeah.
Let's see what was hiding there.
Okay.
Probably something quite dangerous.
Wow, Juan is really blowing my mind with the choices he's made for like the duresses. So
Mana Crypt.
Mm.
it's made me question.
I'm assuming it's
deck
okay.
ideas I've ever casted.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know what does he have.
Cabal
Maybe he has a
Ritual.
force of will and wants to counter what the bargain or whatever that he thinks may be coming.
Mm-hmm.
Without Nicholas being able to hard cast
Oh.
Okay.
force of will with the mana crypt and everything.
Mm-hmm.
5 black
Let's see.
mana. Dark Ritual. Plus 2 black mana.
Okay.
So far nothing new,
So
7
7
mana,
black mana.
3
Let's
spells
see, how do I
cast
want to do
already.
this? Frack, go to 8. So this would be the 3rd spell.
My God, he's at 8 already.
Let's see if he had the Yamos Will or something like that. That would be probably good enough with so many rituals in his graveyard and everything.
The question is.
Okay.
doesn't.
Middle on top.
It shouldn't matter. So that's.
I mean, I guess the
3.
win has to be there. Like, I don't see any other reason to.
We'll play
That's 8 mana, I
Tinker,
think.
5 black
That's
floating.
okay. He has
Okay.
Assuming the Tinker
five
resolves.
black mana
That's
left.
the 4th spell. Let's see how it goes. Now is the
His
question.
turn already. That's the 5th spell.
Do
No,
I
5th, not the 4th spell.
play a Tendrils? Probably not. But it's
He's
tempting.
considering playing his tendrils before cracking the. And he's
No,
saying
I don't think
probably
so.
not. I don't know, because the tendrils would be.
I mean, if he has, I don't think
I guess
that
I will
makes sense. If he does
sacrifice the
that,
memory
you have
jar.
to wait for his next turn to activate the
Okay.
jar or something like that.
That is.
Yeah, like this, he has many outs, and he still has
Or
one
Storm.
blue mana at least in case he needs to draw more cards or
Okay.
something.
Storm. Do you have 4 Storm?
Or Storm. Yes, 4 Storm. Only 5 black mana floating. Let's see what happens.
And this is a scenario in which actually, if Tendrils was restricted, it would be quite different.
Yeah, it would. But come on, restricting tendrils, I think, like, is the least of our problems, really.
Which is funny because lots of people, or some people said about just playing one.
How many
But
cards
in
in
practice,
hand?
most people play 2.
7
In
cards.
this case, both players played 2. I also was playing 2
Unfortunately.
top 4 in semifinal. So
Max Ruby.
it's actually good for scenarios like this. Or simply when they discard it and you have to.
Soul Ring.
You need the Yamos Will or something more complicated to win. having two gives you more options.
I think it's very, very risky
We have
to have
6,
only one.
yes?
Like, we have seen decks with only one, and of course, like, if everything goes well, having only one means one less kind of like dead card, perhaps.
Yes.
But I think the redundancy here is more important because
Thinking.
like there are many situations in which like a Tormod script or whatever, like you remove like the one tendrils from the graveyard and that's it. Or like in this particular case where you cannot combo because your tendrils is in the hand that
2 colorless.
is being changed by the jar. So yeah.
And this is already six spells, and
Flooded Strand.
he still has
Crack the
4
Strand.
black mana plus 2 colorless.
Going to 7.
So,
Yeah.
unless he has been very unlucky, he can do lots of things.
Mana wise, he's
Grabbing an
fine, I think.
island.
He has 5 cards. No, he played a land too. 4 cards in hand left, I think.
Yes.
So let's see. I mean, this
Let's
deck
see.
is very like it has so many good spells. Like it has so many spells that are useful at all times. That really, unless he gets unlucky, he got a lot of like mana sources and mana spells.
Yeah, that's many out.
But obviously, the fact that he's played these 2 spells already and gotten mana,
Blue.
means that he's going to do something.
2 of these. 2 of these.
It's all about mana,
Play
well.
'em.
Well, that's quite nice. And it's time for 7.
2, 4 y 6. Te quedan 3 black mana in pool.
It's
3
very
black
likely
mana
to
in
be
full,
off.
yes.
We'll
And,
see.
and mine desire of 7 copies. Okay, resolve.
Mine's Desire of 7, so that's 7 Storm.
This is looking grim.
1.
I think that this
Good,
remove
that's-
the
And well, he still
the
he has to
Desire,
get the
maybe?
tendrils.
Remove the top, shuffle your
No,
library.
he can
No,
do
no, no, of
everything.
course. Yeah, of course. No, it's good. No, the text of mine desires.
The text of Mind Desire is shuffle your library, then remove the top card from the game until end of turn you may play it. So I should have just shuffled my library again, but
No problem, no problem. You can
If he had enough
But I
mana, he could
choose
play
7 in the top. No
Desire.
problem about this.
He needs to
Choose
shop
7 from the
blue
top, no
by
problem.
Arrotas or something.
Mind's Desire is not removed. It
Yeah.
stays. So
Chain of Vapor, that's more storm. Okay. The Vampire Tutor should be enough if he can draw cards somehow, which he can because he has the Yammoth Whip. Yeah, that's enough. Just
let's
Vampire
do this.
Tutor and
Let's
then
play
Brainstorm.
the Sapphire.
2 tendrils.
Sapphire
Okay.
is the 8th spell.
Let's play
Which he really doesn't even have to.
the.
It's just like there is nothing.
I'll try to play Yagwil.
Fine response.
Juan has options, it seems.
Play brainstorm response.
Well, there's a Brainstorm there.
Sure.
But, I mean, even the Yammoth Whip doesn't really matter anymore.
No, I'm thinking like, is there anything that
And-
Juan has in his
and
deck
okay,
that can
coming to the second
at
game.
this point? I don't
Okay.
think so.
No, there's nothing.
Oh, I had the force
He
too
could
from the
use
Mind's
something
Desire.
like a Stifle, and even the Stifle doesn't matter because there's a Force of Will there already.
No. Yeah, it was more like about like the only thing that he could, I guess, counter is the Vampiric to stop like the second tend. But I mean,
The duresses were
matter.
tough, but
then
Yeah.
the Jack Wheels.
if one of them was a force, not a duress, it would have
With the
been worse.
tutors,
I
yeah.
think.
Well, first game goes.
I
to
think
Nick.
that the key of the match, this magical tutor,
Yeah.
prevent my tutors and draw 3 cards.
Yeah, and And definitely that mystical tutor to get the ancestral recall was
The mystical tutor was very helpful.
Well, and then the first turn Infernal Contract was very important too. Drawing 4 cards is quite nice. Even if you have to use the rituals or there's some card disadvantage, you're still netting 2 cards.
Well, second game is still without sideboard. I think it's
No sideboard.
Because it's 5.
It's five
Five matches.
games.
Okay.
Nick didn't remember from
Thought it was only 3, but I guess we can play 5.
The finals are the best of 5.
Yeah, but we played the finals last time, Nick and I.
Yeah.
So he didn't remember that.
This is something that not many people do. Usually games are just best of 3, no matter how important the tournament is or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I play first.
Well, these games
Unfortunately.
This game has proved in some way that even if you are able to resolve 3 duresses, it may not be enough because these decks have so many bombs that they are able to still recover from what seems like a very bad situation. That Tinker was enough to Tinker on top, thanks to the brainstorm. It was enough.
And this is really
I
my
mulligan.
experience playing against Pitch Long too, right? Like this is something
will
that I've
keep-
mentioned before when I've discussed this deck. That I know that there are a lot of people that say that TPS or even Doomsday are better version of like Storm combos, but for me, this deck really has. It feels at least, and I've played against Nick already. I think 7 games. No, I'm lying. I've played a best of 5 to 5 games, and then I think a 2-0 and a 2-1. So it's 10 games against this deck already, and I feel like it really has a resilience that I don't see in TPS and other decks, or definitely not in Doomsday in a way. Of course, like it depends on the version, but.
And it's less stable because you depend more on the rituals and all that. It's like you have more cards that themselves are bad. So you need everything to be in place.
And go.
Like disruption can be more
And I go.
more negative than if you are playing
No.
like
Yeah,
the
play
more typical,
polluted sack.
safer, somewhat safer TPS.
I was worried that you were going to say, and you go.
No, sorry.
Keeping
And
a no
here
land.
we go.
Okay. Keeping a no lander, that was
Well,
scary.
it's nice to see cards like Infernal Contract because that's very rarely played anywhere.
Play
I
ritual.
remember that card being played in Prosperity Bloom.
Yeah.
In standard
Resolve.
many years ago. And other than that, it hasn't. I don't remember it seeing much play. It's only
Play
playing one match.
Necropotence.
It's nice to see.
Okay.
Well,
Necropotence
first
was
turn Necropotence. And it resolves, so that's a very good start for Juan.
Yeah,
Place
there
fire.
are very few stars that you can hope for after also a mulligan down to 6 that are much better than this, other than just comboing the first turn.
Okay, and
The thing is that if Nicholas has kept his hand, maybe something similar is coming on his side too.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Because he didn't have also will, I mean, so probably he has something
8
more
cards.
So
One,
we're
two,
going
three,
down to
four,
11,
five,
which
seven,
means
eight.
like Nick only needs
You're
to
at
stone
11.
6.
You fetched.
Yeah, that's important here.
I'm in 12, 8, and 1 for this. I'm in 12.
He's drawing 7 cards then.
Oh, you're at 11. 8
1,
would
2,
be
3, 4,
round
5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, sorry, 11.
Eight.
Sorry, 8 and 1, 9. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, he didn't come
Okay.
with the fetch.
Um,
No, actually, he just got
End of
like
turn. Put in
very
my
fast.
hand.
Because he was counting the fetch land, but making 8 plus 1, 8.
I'm thinking.
Not that really Nick cares whether it's 11 or 12.
I wonder what's his plan here. Like he can, I guess he can keep some force of will to face either something dangerous or to protect this whatever he can do on his next turn. Let's see what he discards.
Yeah, I'm a greedy person. I don't like discarding cards. So for me, on Necropotence, it's very difficult always like to pick more than I can keep.
I think I played very badly. I don't draw enough with it, but I think this is the right approach to just build a good enough hand
For sure.
on your first turn, and the turn that you played, and then just try to win your next turn instead of playing like maximizing your hand just to drawing just to 7 and playing it slowly.
And particularly what you say, like you really want not only to set yourself up for like potential victory on next turn, but you want to make sure that there is a next turn.
The thing here,
like a couple more cards can be the difference.
The good thing here for Juan is that Nicholas doesn't play Duress, which would be quite annoying here.
Absolutely.
Because that's a card that may have to be be countered with a force of will, which is not. It's already involved losing 2 cards.
The bad thing for Juan too is that Nick doesn't play Duress, which means there's one card that can be useless for the combo that is not going to be there. Really taking his time to pick the 7 cards he keeps after the end of turn triggers.
I play an end of turn mystical
That's
tutor.
interesting.
That's quite interesting. Yeah.
It's a nice play, so he makes use of it without having to discard it. The only bad thing is that he can't throw that card on his next turn, otherwise. I guess he can easily get it with a brainstorm or something, or maybe just throw it with any Necropotence if the game gets longer.
Time Walk.
Yeah. This is where the Time Walk is good with Necropotence.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're getting a. Sorry, and you're getting a time walk, yes?
Sorry?
And you're getting a time walk, yes?
Yeah, time walk, sorry.
Sorry. Didn't see it.
And now
Okay.
let's show his cards.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
He still
4,
has
5.
10 cards.
Okay, and end of turn.
And 9
Discards Vampiric
These
Tutor
cards are
and
Delta and
Bonded
Vampiric
Delta.
Tutor, which are exiled.
Okay. Sounds good.
Remove from the game and bash turn.
All right, let's see what Nick is going to do on his first turn.
Black Lotus.
That's a good start.
Yeah, I feel always like Nick's
That's
first turns
promising.
are always crazy.
Yes.
Okay, good. Sure.
Loaded Delta.
Lotus
Mhm.
Delta.
Yes.
Still 6.
Lotus Petal.
Okay.
Okay.
Lotus Delta. So
2 spells already, yeah. He doesn't seem to be very happy about the rest of his hand.
but if he's playing those artifacts, it's because something is coming for sure.
7 cards in hand, yes.
Because Storm doesn't like randomly playing artifacts or spells if they can be useful for Storm later.
And particularly because we have such a low storm here. Like we
Yeah,
are limited
that's-
in a storm of 6.
It could be. It wouldn't be that crazy if he can just send it for 6 now.
No, I mean I'm to be and knowing
That would be.
Back for black.
Nick is not the kind of person that tanks with because he's frustrated
Okay.
that nothing is coming. Like he's the kind of person that is like he already has a plan.
A Cabal Ritual.
Vale. Okay.
For
Set a
black.
Cabal
For
Ritual.
black.
A Cabal
Play a
Ritual.
Grim
That's
Tutor.
4. Now 1 black
Okay.
mana left.
Yeah, one black mana
Okay.
left.
And 4 spells already.
Have 1 black.
This looks like an early
Floating
Gemini.
and
Yeah.
your life is 17.
Well, he needs 1 more mana at least.
Yeah. Well, essentially he needs either
That ritual
a
and then it's in
ritual
his hand.
or a tendrils, whatever he doesn't have in his hand.
Yeah, if he has a ritual because he needs another mana at least.
Yeah, well, I said that ritual, but obviously a cabal ritual could work too. Also, knowing Nick, I wouldn't be surprised that he has both already, and he's just looking for kind of like a misdirection or something like to cover like a potential like force of will to be the second to last spell or something like that.
Well, he doesn't have enough cards for that. He has 2 cards left. No, 3.
No, he has
3 cards.
He has 3
Okay,
cards.
then it's possible.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, he has 3 cards left.
Something like I almost will could work too because it produces a lot of mana now. It's basically free because of replaying the Black Lotus, and he gets another mana with the Cabal Ritual. But that seems unnecessary.
Again, it would be a good target for counter spell if what you are looking for is like if you have already the combo and you're looking for like redundancy, so that one counter spell on Juan's hand is like not relevant.
I mean, even a 10 for 5 may work because unless one combos the next turn or can do something like Chain of Vapor to this Necropotence and let's see what's coming.
Not
not so clear, so probably nothing that we've discussed so far is on the books then.
So Frank is really thinking about it, that he has already played the artifacts and the Cabal ritual, so he should know already what to look for. We'll see. Maybe he figured out some extra options.
Not so clear at all.
No problem. Thinking about.
And maybe he miscounted or something, and he's trying to fix it. We'll see.
I think that this is the last tourney with 4 brainstorm, and you're thinking about this.
Yes. This is a difficult turn. There's a lot that could be done.
There's a lot that could be done, indeed.
The weird thing is that he used everything. He used the Cabal ritual and everything. So if he was going to look for something like, I don't know. But he has to go for the combo. I don't think looking for something like Chin or Labor makes any sense. Because he's facing already 7 cards.
Right now,
It's actually even a favor for one because of the time work too. It has to be something that wins now.
I think he hovered over a force of will there. Okay, well, he made his choice. I would say he doesn't seem too happy, but in all fairness, like Nick has very.
But maybe he was looking for the best among many good options. We don't know. We will know soon.
Yeah, we're about to find out for sure. No, I was also going to say that Nick is the kind of person that is not going to express a lot of emotions in that regard. So like him not sounding happy doesn't mean that he is not necessarily happy. He's just pondering.
Let's play Yog Will.
Okay, but he doesn't have mana left.
Practice, go down
Well,
to
he's going to replay. Okay, yeah, he's going to replay the Lotus, the Petal. That will be 4 mana at least.
No mana in your
The Cabal
pool.
ritual, 5
No
mana.
mana in my pool, no.
And then what? He can play the
Okay,
Green Future, and
and
with
a
2 mana left,
storm is
doesn't
5,
seem that
maybe.
interesting.
Yes, Storm would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes.
Okay, resolves.
This is no what.
As we can see, these decks, even though they can be fast, you are actually
Lotus
playing
Petal?
many things. It's
Okay.
not like it's not something simple like
I will play Black Lotus.
that not stifle
Okay.
or something like that.
No,
There's
definitely.
many
Like,
things going on.
a lot of things. So Storm is at 7 already, which is obviously way more.
That's
than
enough. So now
Now
we'll
is
see.
what else are you doing? What do you
There's
have?
another potential black mana with the Cabal ritual.
Tap the Lotus Petal. 7 Storm.
I got the
Play an
feather for ancestral. Okay.
activating myself.
Okay,
Okay.
resource.
Okay. Removed. 1,
Still needs a tendrils.
3.
Well, he has the tutor there, but like.
I will tap the
Yeah,
Black
but he
Lotus
doesn't
for
have enough
black.
mana to do everything. He has
Black
3 black
floating.
now, and that's it. Potentially 4 with the Cabal Ritual.
I will play the
Okay, that's the case, it seems.
Cabal Ritual.
Okay, 4 black mana.
Yes, 4 black mana. I will play
If he doesn't have tendrils, I don't know what else can I do. Something like an Infernal Contract is probably not good enough. Unless he's very lucky.
Yeah, he doesn't have any free black mana source anymore.
think.
Yet.
He has four black mana, so even an Infernal Contract.
No, I'm talking. I'm saying if he plays the Infernal Contract.
If he plays the Infernal Contract, he will have one left,
Yeah,
so
he
he
would
could
have one
play
left.
the Dark Ritual plus another Ritual plus
Yeah.
10.
No, I was
And
thinking
it's gonna be-
somehow I thought for a second that the contract is 4 mana, but no, it's 3.
It's 4 cards.
Yeah, 4 cards, 3 mana, exactly. Half your life. 4-3-2.
These are all removed.
I mean, at this point, he cannot be looking now for like something to do next turn.
Yeah, the thing is that if he had tennis, he would have already played it because there's no way to
stop
to
it once
respond
it's
to
played,
that.
yeah.
Even, I mean, we know that Juan doesn't even play Stayful, he doesn't even have mana, so there's no possible way to.
Yeah, and the deck lists are open, obviously, in the finals, in the semifinals.
Yes.
So it's not that Nick is dubious in that regard. So clearly,
Maybe
the
he's-
tendrils is not there.
Maybe he's playing something like Necropotence and play the Cabal Ritual like some kind of bluff. Because countering the Cabal Ritual could make sense if that can prevent him from playing the tendrils.
Yeah, Necropotence.
Wow.
This is,
Necropotence.
this
Okay.
is what could be the case.
Beautiful.
Resolves.
there.
Yeah,
But I mean, if he has Force of Will, it's
I'll
going to be.
proceed to my end step. Taking.
I guess it is off.
Yeah. It resolved, and I think we are going to go to the end of turn very soon. So
5 cards. To 11.
it's going down to
1,
11-2.
2,
Now Nicholas is the one that is
5.
vulnerable to small tendrils.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he already had the Necropotence and did all the Yamot Will stuff too. But I don't think it makes sense. Probably he drew it with the Ancestral Record.
I don't think you would do that, right? Because you want the cards in the graveyard. For
Yeah.
the rituals later on.
I will discard an island or a flooded stream and a vampiric tutor.
Those should be
Here we
excited.
go.
You discard a vampiric tutor.
Yes, vampiric tutor and flooded strand.
Is removed from the game. The vampiric tutor.
Correct.
And the card. Okay, you have 7 cards, and First turn?
Yeah, so this is
Yes,
still the
it's your
first
turn.
turn for
Okay.
both players, but it's taking long. These are not simple turns.
Absolutely. And now we
Now
have
Juan
second
has to
turn of Juan.
find a way to draw that time walk.
Oh. You had no forces. I played that so badly.
To draw it and cast
I play
that's
I
true.
play badly too. No problem. All this. It's very difficult.
Yeah, I should have.
No
I could have
problem.
gotten it if I just was a little bit more bold.
Okay. I cast Dures.
The rest.
Sure. Infernal Contract,
That's going to take
Misdirection,
something out for
Island,
sure.
Dark Ritual, Mystical Tutor, Misdirection,
Well,
and
two
Dark Ritual.
misdirections. Not only one blue card.
So 2 Dark Rituals, Island, Mystical Tutor, 2 Misdirections, and an Infernal Contract.
That infernal contract. Well, we'll see. Depends because that would
I mean, Infernal Contract
bring
is
him
very
down.
good if you have a turn.
That would bring him down to 5 life only.
He doesn't care really, like he knows he's probably, if he has another turn, he probably needs to win on his second turn, yeah. Which I'm guessing he's going to have because, well, I'm guessing, but I don't know really. Let's see.
Okay.
It all depends on what one has.
Mm.
Because the mystical tutor could be good, for example, together with the necropotence, but maybe it's
Discard
too slow. It depends.
Infernal Contract.
Yeah, that's the what could be expected in general. Final contract was the most dangerous.
Yeah, it gives you 4 cards when you are drawing
Play
at the beginning of your
Quick.
turn, so yeah.
Sure.
I think the Mystical Tutor is just too slow with a Necropotence to, like, you need to have the Brainstorm.
Mana
Sol
creep,
Ring.
Okay.
Sol Ring.
One floating.
That's 3 spells already.
One, this, and this. One floating. Play Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune. What's that? Yeah, Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, how many mana floating?
One floating, one
that's nice
colorless
because he knows
floating.
he's going to be able to cast the time walk. That's very
Okay.
powerful.
Wheel of Fortune, we discard our hand.
Yeah, it's
And he's
removed.
getting rid of both
It's removed.
misdirections.
And we draw 7, yes?
Okay, and draw 7.
1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So now he has enough mana to cast the Time Walk and as many cards as he wants, really, because he has the Necropotence too.
And the other thing is he has played 4 spells already, so but he doesn't have black mana. But let's see, he has already played that in his turn, the Badlands.
And I don't think you are going to force the situation with a fresh hand for Nick too. I don't know if you force the situation.
Thinking about
even if you have
this.
And now if he plays the time war, but it's countered,
Okay.
many things can happen.
One of these and play Time Walk.
Nicholas' deck is very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Time Walk.
Resolves?
It resolves, yes.
Okay,
Well, that is
And it's very likely he has a
clearly
photo.
Hmm?
but end of
It's very
turn.
like, well, it's not the case.
Sorry, after not. And bueno, a ver,
He can go with any
3,
proposals.
8,
he needs to creep.
7,
He has the creep, so he needs
6,
to be aware of that.
But now he has to be very unlucky because he's going to have lots of mana.
Yes.
So
No, in a way,
1,
it feels
2,
like he's
3,
if Nick
4.
doesn't have a counter and he didn't counter the time walk, so it would make me think that he doesn't.
yeah,
He needs to be very, very unlucky in a way.
he's going to be able to choose among 11 cards, it seems. That should be enough to scope the perfect
I
hand.
mean 6.
Mhm.
Okay. And 1, 2.
It's funny that one of the win conditions is not that good now. Well, I think he's not playing them in the mirror, which is the Boltuc key and Time Vault. Because he's not able to draw with the micropotence and mana grip.
Yeah,
It's actually negative.
unless you get a
But I don't
trigger
know.
very quickly.
Thank you. Sorry, one moment. Esto.
These games are interesting because they show the
Esto.
how crazy decks in this format can be. How much stuff you can do so fast,
Okay.
which is something that
Discard
nowadays
ritual,
it's very
mana
rare
vault,
to find anywhere
underground sea,
except, I
and
guess,
revolve.
modern, like contemporary vintage or something like that.
Yep, absolutely.
And you choose for the crypt.
Yes, I'll do odds.
What?
Even.
Evens.
Choose
Ah,
even. Okay. Okay. Okay, but play
Duress, I guess, to start with.
Probably.
ritual.
Or ritual, yeah.
Mhm.
Ritual. And that's enough for threshold, which maybe was the plan.
Dos. Okay. Thinking. A storm. 1. Ritual. 3. Okay. Well. Okay. Make one of these. And one of these. I play.
Oh, I guess.
Cavalry ritual. 1, 2,
Yes,
3,
cavalry
4, 5,
ritual.
6, 7. Okay, cavalry ritual.
Mhm.
Yes.
7
Shit.
black already. 2 spells.
3.
10 mana already. My
He's probably going to have enough, but
To do
this situation, not something so favorable, but
These
the,
three
the
cards,
tendency is good
please.
because
build.
even if you
Tinker.
don't win outright, you get
This
some life
three.
back, so you can draw more with necropotence and
Mm.
Okay.
and win later. But now it's probably not going to matter.
Black Lotus.
Maybe that's for Yamos Wheel or Solarian Academy. We'll see. Maybe just to
Black
cast
for
a Mind's Desire or something
blue.
like that. Well, the Mind's Desire, I think it was exiled before.
Yeah, we didn't look at it. We didn't see what was. Yeah, well, the 3 blue tell me Mind's Desire, I guess.
With 1 blue.
It's not that good
And
now.
of this quadro. Play Brainstorm.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes.
He hasn't played lands yet.
No.
Yes. And this with 1 of these. Play 5. Play Duress.
Just in case.
Grim Tutor. Grim
I don't think
Tutor.
it matters
Ground
because
Sea. Sapphire.
already the plan is
Jet.
10 minutes.
Brainstorm and Chain of
Yeah,
Vapor.
there's nothing
Okay,
that
no
could stop
problem.
him.
No, you don't have mana, no, to play.
No mana, yes.
Okay. But okay, but 1 of these.
He's not
One
even
of
choosing what to
these.
discard, it seems.
And 1 of these. 5. I play Jamak's Will.
Yeah, yeah, almost
Okay,
weird.
let's finish.
Yeah, let's finish.
Yeah,
Mystical
just to show
Brainstorm.
attendance.
Sure,
All right.
Okay.
So 1-1
But yeah, the
sure.
mystical
So, sideboarding.
let's know.
on our way to.
I played
Fun
that one not
games.
so well, but
This was just the second turn actually, but
Also
the
played
third if you
LCS.
include
Now we
the
have
time
the
work.
sideboard.
But both games were very fast and very slow in time. Fast in turns.
Fast in turn, slow in time. That's the deal normally with Storm, and we are at 1 hour and 1 minute since we started recording, so it's about like 55 minutes of gameplay or something like that. So yeah, we are probably going to reach the 2 hours, as Juan was saying to me before when I say like, well, it's going to be like an hour or so of playing. He was like, well, more like 2 probably, or even more.
Now the thing is that Nicholas has Duress on his sideboard, so that's probably coming. I'm looking at his sideboard. So he has 3 Duresses and then Stifle. Those are probably coming for sure. And then the other cards that I wonder if he's playing or not are the Voltaic plus Time Vault combo. And on one side, he can sideboard the Time Vault and the Voltaic combo. And the Mind Twist. The Mind Twist is not.
It's not a bad card in this matchup.
Mind Twist probably no. That's for slower, like against mana drain decks and things like that. Slower decks. A possible play, but I don't think they will go that way. Is siding in the Shanted Swarms. So they can just do whatever they want with them. And Shanted Swarms, as usually, the opponent is going to side out the Chain of Vapor. They are very hard to get rid of. If they resolve, they are probably staying there.
I think though that it would seem that post sideboard Pitch Long gets even stronger in a way because it really has
He has the duress.
very painful cards in the matchup. Whilst the TPS sideboard is more focused towards is like I guess the whole meta and nothing that particularly hurts another storm.
Here, as games are so fast, and an interesting dynamic is that, for example, if you are playing first, the duress is much better than if you are playing last, and then the vice versa with Force of Will. So this changes a lot how to mulligan or not. Post sideboard decks both decks are really similar, I guess. I wonder what are they exactly removing. I guess cards like Reveal, Chain of Vapor, things like
This
that.
goes. Good luck.
Good luck.
Or just
Do
recall.
you think is there any point on like getting rid of some of the draw sevens just because? I mean, of course, like they are still like very powerful for you, but
Mulligan.
I don't think so because
I mean, you're always having the upper hand because you are playing it on your turn, of course. So.
yeah, you
And
can
on
you
your
can
choice.
choose when to use it.
Yeah.
It's not like, I don't know, for example, the Tinker plus Memory Jar combo is not that good against control decks, for example, because you're losing a card there. Or you can face a staple or something like that, which is quite problematic. But the Wheel of Fortune and Time Twister and Time Spiral, I don't think they could remove them. Those are cards that these decks need. That's their way to build resources in general.
So mulligan to 6 on Nick's side, who's on the play for this game 3. First post sideboard and another thing that Nick does definitely very well, at least in my experience playing against him, is mulliganing. I think a lot of players in Old Frame, I think because we come from the times where mulligan was
I'll try.
completely different.
Okay.
We tend to be very conservative with our mulligans. At least I definitely am. And he's not.
Ancestral Recall targeting myself.
Well, that's a good start.
Force of Will.
But it's
Chain.
countered. Or it's
Very
supposed to be
boiled.
countered.
Revealed.
Sure, go ahead.
Remove the revealed.
Okay.
This is one of the.
That's already some card advantage for Nicholas at least.
Yep. Not the card advantage he would have wanted, but definitely a card advantage.
Next turn.
I think one passed.
My turn? Yes?
Yeah,
Okay.
person.
I didn't hear you. Okay.
Yeah, for example, maybe this one was one of those situations in which it's less likely that Juan has
That's
duress
the turn.
because he was playing fast.
Enough turn. Bumpy tutor.
Okay, that's another good first turn play with one black mana.
Yep.
And now the interesting thing here is that ancestral recalls are so dangerous against a deck that's playing two misdirections.
Do
You
you
have
still
to
look
be
for it though, knowing that you probably don't have a second force of will?
maybe he has to look for something else, or which
I don't think I would look for an ancestral.
maybe he has a duress. And he can duress first.
Mhm. Would you play the duress instead of the? Wouldn't have you played the duress instead of the vampiric though? Just to make sure that you get rid of whatever like the opponent has. A vampiric
Well,
is going to be useful. Like you want to make sure that you know what you are fighting against at the beginning of the game, I guess.
the vampiric culture gives you the versatility to look for whatever makes sense depending on what the player does or doesn't. And the other thing is that if Nicholas kept a hand with ancestral recall, I think it's less likely he has other dangerous things.
Mm-hmm.
So
But I
strong,
don't know.
targeting me.
Well, there's the
That is
ancestral
okay.
recall, and actually the misdirection is very
You got
unlikely
it.
because it will have been seen on the first turn when trying to resolve the ancestral
Oh yeah,
recall.
it's true.
So yeah.
It makes sense to look for it. Yeah, of course. Didn't think about it.
But I mean, it's not that hard to get there with mana to play brainstorm and something else.
Evoke
So
and
we have
faster.
to be
I'm
careful
gonna
there.
return all crack.
Mm-hmm. Going down to 19.
And I'll draw.
He fetched and then he didn't do anything. That's weird.
Play a swamp. Play a necropotence.
Necropotence.
Okay, resolves.
The party
I
begins.
will. I'll take 7.
Going down to 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
But as we saw before, things can change very fast here,
Mm-hmm.
especially without having blue mana for a potential stifle. So
You are in
Juan
12?
has at least 5 mana already,
Yes.
so that's already that already gives him many options.
Yeah. We have Nick deciding what to discard. I mean, at least this match has made it to turn 3, right? So
Yeah, this is a slow game.
it's a very slow game indeed.
It was delayed because of that counter magic
Hmm.
first at the beginning of the game.
We're removing Polluted Delta, Duress, and the Solarian.
He discards a duress.
Okay.
It's quite interesting.
Go ahead.
A Tolarian too, which I guess tells us that he doesn't have artifacts in hand too.
Yeah, so
I mean, his deck is not so reliant on artifact mana in a way, with all the. Not that he doesn't use it, but I mean. So the goal is 6 spells for Juan here. Shooting both his lands or
Playtime walk.
Time walk.
I walk.
How many cards in hand? 9
Doesn't seem very impressive so far, but
cards in hand. That's fine.
something like a tinker would be quite good here, but that's not what's coming for sure. But probably
Wheel of Fortune? No.
Wheel of Fortune
It wouldn't make
wouldn't be
sense
bad.
with all the mana tapped.
With so much, well, the mana vault would be tapped. And at least he has the extra turn. Okay, so maybe it's a tinker.
Yeah, Tinker seems the most plausible.
Mark, if we go target
That's
them.
weird. Let's see. He needs lots of mana then.
Sure.
Maybe a memory jar being
Okay.
just hard casted. Something like that.
Okay, pass turn.
Ah, well, that's strange.
He just wants the one extra spell, I guess.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
But wouldn't it be better to just keep the Hercules for that then? I have no clue what's going on right now, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess Storm was relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Pendil.
Wow, tennis for two.
Pendil's 2.
For how much?
Yeah, for two.
For how much?
2 spells.
Just 2.
Maybe he has
So I'm at
ritual
8.
or something else for a second memory.
I mean 20.
He has
correct.
one colorless left.
Yeah.
So Cabal
And
ritual plus
pass
another
turn.
10 minutes would work. And nothing.
Wow.
Well, I guess it was a desperate play, so he couldn't draw many
How many
cards.
cards in hand?
But wouldn't because
2 cards.
2 cards in hand. I'll play a Duress.
he didn't need to use the
2 lands.
Yeah, he was
Well,
just
okay.
the only thing he could do. Some kind of desperate play.
He's trying to make the potential
Like this.
the potential tender is more difficult for the potential storm.
I'll play a Cabal Ritual.
Yeah. I mean, he can't do anything else. At least that way,
3 black floating.
Nicholas can draw 4
Floating.
cards left or something.
Mm.
He couldn't do anything else, so that's fine.
I'll play the Tendrils of Agony.
It's a
For
small
6.
tenders too.
Okay,
This
6
is a weird
is
game. But he
1,
has
2,
the
3,
Negro Polter,
4,
which is a
5,
huge
6,
advantage
and
here.
1, 2, 3, 4,
One doesn't have anything.
Okay.
It's a top day and to be resolved.
And I will draw
Just you add 2 lands in hand as we saw.
Yep.
6 cards.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Well, I tell you one thing with us. I surely didn't expect that, like, for 2 tendrils to be played this
Now I
turn
have to
for a
discard.
total for a total storm of 5.
This.
But this is actually another situation that shows that
That having
if
2 is
people
very important.
one, if it was restricted, it could be different because like now they will be depending exclusively on the Yama's will.
Mm-hmm.
And the Yama's will has to be
Formal
resolved. It
contract
can be
out.
countered easily. It's not like another
Okay.
tennis, which is just play some stuff and discuss it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, 1 for the macro.
The win condition.
Okay, draw.
Has to be something very good. Like a time twister or something like that.
Yeah, Time Twister would not be the worst card that he can draw. That's for sure.
Or Tinker or Wheel of Fortune. There are several without. It's the thing about this deck. Or just something like Brainstorm and then you get something good.
Pass turn.
Okay. Perhaps nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Well, hard cast Force of Will though.
Yeah, well,
It feels like
We'll
he timed
play
up very,
a
very
Dark
good with those
Ritual.
lands for them to
Okay.
turn at the same time. Be tapped at the same
3
time.
black. I will
First
play
spell is a Dark Ritual.
a Mana Vault.
Mana Vault.
Vault. We have 6 cards still in the graveyard, so 1 away from Threshold.
We'll play of these, one of the colorless. I'll have 2 colorless. 1, because I used 1 on
One black and
Mana
one
Tutor.
colorless. Okay, my tutor, that's probably
1.
enough.
Mm.
That's the third spell, so.
And this has to be the will if he doesn't have it, right? I mean,
Yeah, it will be good enough.
why
Because
not?
he has one ritual only. Yeah, that will be enough.
Yes, he can cast
I
it
will
less.
use my black and 1 colorless. Play my 4th spell of the turn. A Cabal Ritual, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Things getting out of hand here.
And now the wheel is even
I
better.
assume it's fine. Yes?
Yeah, 5 black, 1 colorless floating, and 4
That's
spells.
correct. Yes, for spells, I will play a Yag
Yeah,
Will
that's enough.
for 5 spells. Yeah. 3 black floating.
Juan is not
You want me
considering.
to play it out? I have
Although there's nothing he can
a
do.
Cabal Ritual, which will generate me additional 5 mana.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I
7.
mean, the only thing he could do is if
That's
he
6.
decided in the coffin
That's a
porch,
6th spell.
he could be tired.
I can then
Does he
get
have stifle though?
Dark Ritual.
Okay, it's for you.
He comes to anything.
And then I'll do a Duress, and I'll get the Demonic Tutor and
The
the
only
Tendrils.
the only crazy play was that one
Okay.
having coffin porch and exiling
This
the
one should be
tendrils.
okay.
That would be crazy. But that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, third match for Nick so far. The person playing has won.
Well, he just has to win another game, and it would be his consecutive win, which is something we haven't seen since David Kaplan was winning everything, or John Longo. I think he
Yeah,
won
John Longo won the first
2
two.
consecutive one or something, or 3 of the first ones.
Yeah, we had, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Kaplan won 3 in a row,
Yes,
and Longo won the first 2, if I'm not mistaken.
plus another final or something like that. It was crazy,
Yeah, he was on a roll.
and with different decks all the time. So he probably knows what he's doing.
Yep.
So whoever goes first wins.
Yeah.
That's what I said, yeah. And the most funny thing is that this game is the game that went to like turn 4, but was the shortest one. So Storm is like the more turns you have, the shorter the games are.
It seems like it's something like there's no much like interaction because you just throw your spells and win, but it's not like that. There are duresses that also win. There are several things going on, so you can just throw everything and win. There are ways to stop you, and you have to be careful, and that's why games take time.
Yeah, and so many decisions to be made. Like,
Yes.
and I agree with you. Like, it's funny because somehow, because of how powerful TPS in particular has always been, and all the Storm combos in general, they have like this bad vibe in a lot of like players of like, oh, this is like kind of like just
I mean,
the
I
deck that
play
wins you
first,
alone,
of
etc.
course.
And I think like that is the reputation that Dreadnought should have, Stifle now should have, because in a way Stifle now is, and of course you are making a lot of decisions with that deck too, and particularly the version that Javier plays with the what is the creature that he plays on sideboard, the one that makes the spells cost 1 more.
Love Rider.
Yeah, like yeah, of course you are making decisions with that one too, but like in a way it feels like very very straightforward, right? You are just playing Dreadnought and Vision Charming or Stifling the trigger, the enter the game trigger, and that's pretty much it. You know, you just want to set up yourself so that you can Play the creature.
Are you keeping?
For 12 twice.
Okay, keep.
Twice. This deck really,
It's
like,
not
you
good
really need
news.
to know it very well, and you really need to consider a lot of things. There's many decisions to be made every turn, really.
I have to mulligan.
Yeah, also the thing about Stefano is that in the end it's just a creature. So even if it's a 12/12, it has to attack, it has to deal damage, so you can play as Force to Closure, you can destroy it as many other artifacts with a Crumble or whatever, or Pernicious Deed, or many other, or Meltdown, or many other cards. So that some way that makes it like more vulnerable, but the deck is actually very powerful because you're already playing cards that are not that bad, like Skyforce and Force of Will and probably do less. And so it's like some actually like some kind of combo deck in some way too. You just have to play the Dreadnought and protect it.
Yep.
Go.
So we saw Nicholas mulliganing on the draw. And let's see if we have a game 5.
Play Lotus Petal.
That is okay.
Juan has played one, like he played finals one.
And play Brainstorm.
He's never won, has he? I don't
That
think
is
he
fine.
Has, no. But I
No,
think
he has.
he reached the top 4
That's
for
scary.
sure once, I think. I don't know if he did win. Oh, like Lotus Petal and Brainstorm. Would he keep a no land card with the Brainstorm? I don't think he would.
I don't think so. I mean, you can keep no lands if you have something else,
You need to
some Moses or something else.
like a Black Lotus, a Mox, and a
Yeah.
Tinker, or something like that. Something particularly as we were discussing how important and how good Mulligan is in this format. Really, you hardly ever miss miss the 7th card, I think.
Correct.
Okay.
But
Yes.
that's not that bad. Maybe it still has mana for a duress or something like that, or ritual or something.
Play Ancestral to the me.
That's good too.
You got it.
Okay.
Wow, big balls here. Not worried about the misdirection.
Yeah.
And we are at 4 spells already.
Pass turn.
Okay.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
These are very good stats for
6
Juan.
cards.
He already has the Mox and land in play, and also having the ancestral ritual in the graveyard is good because if he's building a potential with the Mox with which is a typical way to win here.
Go ahead.
And very underwhelming
Brainstorm.
turn for
Sure.
Nick, on the other hand.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of hand he kept because he hasn't played Duress nor Force of Will, so. And he's not playing something like Ritual, Infernal Contract, or Micropotent or something like that. So I wonder what does he have.
Do you think he's okay in a way with like keeping a worse hand and thinking, well, I'm in the draw. Like if I lose this game, it's okay. Still, I have game 5. Don't think so, right? Like he wants to win now if possible.
I don't think he kept a bad hand. He knows what he's doing.
Definitely.
If it was me, it would be possible.
Excuse me.
And threshold is almost there too. So this is a very advantageous situation already, even if he's not doing much.
I hope you cannot hear the mute. Like apparently some kids decided that 1 a.m. on a Thursday is a good time to listen to some music outside. Okay.
How many cards in
we're
hand?
in the move.
4?
5.
5, okay.
Spell there. 4 mana, 5
Play
card.
Jam's Will.
And the
Jam's
Jug
Will.
Wheel that you've been talking about. With
What is
tons
in
of
your
things.
graveyard?
It's not so
Lotus
good now,
Petal,
but it's
Brainstorm,
replaying
2
the Ancestral
Polluted,
Recall.
1 Brainstorm,
It's
and
good,
1
and then
Ancestral
you're
Recall.
some Storm.
I want Force
It's
of
getting
Will
forced.
of Brainstorm.
Okay. Force of Will, your Force of Will.
Sure.
Targeting as a pitching Harkis Recall.
Sure. You can have the Yagi Yagi.
It's interesting that
Okay,
Juan keeps his
Does
Harvest
resolve.
Recall
Okay.
against TPS, which is something I don't do, but
Yep.
because it's only good for bringing back your own
Play
artifacts,
Lotus Petal.
which sometimes it's good.
I mean, in
And
this
how many
particular
cards in your
case,
hand?
it would have been very, very good, but obviously, like,
3.
he needed to
3
get rid of
cards.
it.
Okay.
The thing about Harvest Recall is that you can play it in other scenarios. Like he did against me, like
Play Ancestral
after I
Recall.
resolve a memory jar or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I'm not sure if
You're at 5 cards now.
I really
Yeah,
like it
cards.
against Pitch Long. Instead of, for example, the Timefold
Play
full
this
taker
and
combo.
play Brainstorm.
Even if he didn't have much on his graveyard, just being able to play the recall plus the brainstorm, it's already a huge advantage.
Thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Probably nothing else happens this turn, but he will keep like 7 cards, I think.
And against a potential duress, he can put like 2 key cards on the top of the deck too.
The rest is an unlikely thing because he will have been played in the previous turn, unless Nicholas draws him now.
Yeah, obviously, I'm saying a duress top deck.
Cards.
Like he would
Have
have played
6 cards.
Maybe he's
And
playing a
Master.
mystical tutor or something like
6
that
cards?
now.
6 cards and Pastor.
Because it's weird that Nicholas
Pastor,
didn't do anything.
sorry. 1, 2. This is my second turn. I play land.
Makes sense. No, makes sense. You had 2 Ancestrals.
Okay. Chuck. Okay, Pastor.
Well, Juan has 6 cards and 4 mana in play, which it's a big advantage. But this can easily change if something like a Wheel of Fortune resolves.
Back.
It becomes more equal. Something is coming.
Crack.
3 mana.
Necropotence.
Necropotence or
Play
one of the
one
draw
of
sevens.
those.
Yeah, Necropotence.
How many cards in your hand?
Just 2.
Yes. Sure.
You're forced to, I bet.
Yeah, maybe he
Are
kept
you
his
at-
hand with just the
I think you're at
Necropotence with his plan of
16.
Force of
playing on the
will,
second
pitching,
turn, but
recoil.
with the Force of Will,
I have
maybe
you
his
at
hand was
16, not 17.
initial hand or something like that.
Hmm.
I think you fetched more times.
It's
Two-
being
two-
countered.
Yeah, I'm in 16, so sure.
Go ahead, your turn.
Okay.
Things are looking great.
And 2
for-
cards in your hand.
For Nicholas, yeah.
That's correct.
Well, Juan only has 4 cards now, but
But again, like like he knows what the next 2 cards are. So
yeah,
Okay.
he's in a winning situation for sure.
Play so ring and pass turn.
or perhaps not.
Hold on.
At least he can play Force of Will for 5,
Soul Ring and pass the turn. This means that there are.
although he only has 2 left.
3 cards in your hand?
3 cards.
I will play a Soul Ring and pass the turn.
Okay, sack my.
Okay, this game is slower than usual because they counter each other, the good stuff.
And also because the Jack wheel was very underwhelming in a way.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, the amount of cards that Juan has drawn has been quite a bit. Like we are seeing like 6 cards on the exile, 6 cards on the graveyard. So that's 12 cards plus 6 played, 18. Plus 3 cards in his hand. That's 21 cards already, a third of his deck.
He seems to be drawing all his rituals already, no?
He definitely has mana.
Draw.
He could even hard cast a barrier.
When and pass turn.
Wow.
And he passes, well, this game is weird.
Well, he's
3 cards in your hand
clearly
still?
flooding
3.
then, like
3 cards.
has to be at least.
Maybe he has a degree of justice or something.
I will play a Dark Ritual.
Cycling at the end of the
Okay.
turn. That ritual with 2 cards in hand.
I will play 3 black. I'll play 2 colorless. So I'll have 1 colorless, 1 black. I'll use for a Cabal Ritual.
Well, ritual.
Okay.
So what's
Up to
he's going to
5
play
black.
the Barbarian, I guess.
I'll use 2
Okay,
colorless for a Green Tutor.
it's probably
thinking about
tutor
this.
in the Yamamoto Will, I guess.
How many black in your pool?
3.
3 blacks in your
Yamamoto Will is quite good now.
Yep.
Got some mana at least.
pool. And you have a Necropotence in your graveyard?
He has 3
maybe?
left
Correct.
and only a land. So, but he doesn't play land, so Yamamoto Will, he could replay a land plus
Okay, rituals.
Cabal Ritual, Dark Ritual at 7, -3, and replaying the Green Future. He will have 4 left. So he could play Tendrils for for 8, I think. Or 9, he has the Lotus Beta. Yeah, that could work if it resolves.
It did resolve, so. Well, the Jag will, you mean?
Yeah, Yamath Will, and then Cabal Ritual, Lotus Petal, Dark Ritual, Grim Church to Tendrils.
Yeah.
I'll use the 3 black, try to cast Yag Will.
Yeah.
I play Force of Will.
Sure.
Yeah, well, it was quite likely that he had a
Hard
force over
casting.
it because he's not doing anything else.
Go ahead. Your turn.
No cards?
No cards in hand, no.
And now Nicholas has spent many
It
cards
was a
there in
last
that
hurrah.
play.
Okay, but okay, una, dos, tres,
Tinker.
tres.
Do you even play Tinker here for?
Thinking.
Maybe Time Walk from something.
Tres es. Tinker.
I think, yeah, that's quite good. The thing about the jar is that it's quite likely that Nicholas draws a Force of Will because he has only gotten one so far.
Yeah.
So that's 3 left out of 48 cards.
That's why I was thinking like. I mean, you still have a lot of mana, so I guess like it makes sense to just crack the jar and like hope that you get a lot of things. So I don't, but.
Okay.
And this is again another scenario in which Tendrils being restricted could be a problem because there would be one left only because the Yamath Will has already been played.
Time Walk
Okay, that's quite broken. That Time Walk is.
and Crack.
Oh, that's
So what is the
strange.
interaction with Time Walk and Memory Jar?
Why doing it now?
Like play Time Wall and after play Memory Jar. No problem of this. Play.
Sure.
But he
But there's
hasn't
no,
played lands
but there's
yet,
no
and
interaction
that's
like that.
No interaction at this moment. Only draw 7 cards.
I don't know how many spells. At least the
Then at the end
Tinker
of your turn,
plus
you get back your
plus
hand.
Time Walk.
Makes sense.
I don't know
Okay.
if he played some.
Okay.
No, I
That's
don't think
not-
there's anything else.
I think not only 2.
Yeah, because he had only 3 cards in hand.
Okay.
And he played 2.
And that lifetime work is quite good because he can do things like brainstorm and leaving something good on,
Play
on the
Ritual.
top for next turn and things like that.
Sure.
That's the
Okay.
third spell then.
In case he needs to.
Okay. I have
It's
two
likely he doesn't need
rituals.
anything else.
And
3 spells.
this
Right?
turn, Tinker, Time Walk, Dark Ritual.
Yeah. 3 spells.
3 spells. 3 spells.
Okay.
Can play another ritual, one of these.
Sure.
Or
5 black.
okay, 2, 5.
How many cards in hand?
5 cards.
5 cards in hand. Okay.
And ritual 7 cards.
Sure.
Play Black Lotus, 5 spells.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. You're playing a Black Lotus. You have 5 skills. You have 4 cards in hand, correct?
4 cards.
Well, lots of mana,
Okay.
but
Bishops.
let's see.
Oh, not
He
necessarily.
didn't draw anything.
Ah, okay,
else.
sorry.
Well, he
Yeah.
probably has something good,
Yeah.
otherwise he wouldn't be playing the
4
ritual.
cards.
Yeah.
This is kind
Let's
of strange,
see.
but
4 cards in hand, and you have the Lotus with 5 spells. You don't have 2 blue mana.
Well,
maybe
you
he's
want
drawing
this.
anything else.
Yes, it's only 1. Yeah, it resolves. The Lotus is fine.
Okay.
Mm. The phone, Juan's phone really does a lot of weird stuff on its own.
Is one of these floating, 5 and 6. And I play with this.
6
How
mana.
much bargain?
Okay, a
6
bargain.
bucks.
That's quite good,
I
especially with
will-
a time walk.
Yep.
Force of Will that
He will
with
probably wait.
Resurrection.
Well, maybe he waits for his next turn or what. Or he can go for it now because he has lots of.
Another
he has the
spell.
Lotus.
You are in 14.
We'll see.
I
I
have
think it
myself at
makes sense
17.
to
Why am
pass.
I at 14?
With the Green Tutor.
Yeah, Grim Tutor, and then you're right, actually. Yes. Correct.
Okay.
Mm.
But I play Force of Will, Pitch and Brainstorm.
Okay. Double force of will.
Yeah.
Your Force of Will.
That's game.
Last one.
It's spell.
There's
Okay.
no way
that's
I'm
game.
getting this. So, third one, last one.
Okay, the last one. Coming.
And we have our 5th game.
It couldn't be more.
And you start. It's
For
very
all-
important.
For all the marbles.
It
as they
is,
say.
it is, it is. I played badly the 2 games that I lost, so it's my fault.
This deck is very difficult to play correctly. All the hands, all the turns, and
Well, I guess like here, like starting is such.
No, there's
Some. I mean, it feels like it's such an advantage
should
in
have
a way,
played a little differently, but
particularly for.
not huge
Well,
problems.
I don't know. Like we haven't seen any duress from Nick just yet, right? Like even after sideboard. So. Or yeah, we saw one. I think. On
So
the,
this is the last game. It's 2-2.
sure that this is the
Which
last.
one?
I promise.
I think we have seen only one duress played.
He has to be playing
It's
all 3
interesting
for sure.
because
Yeah.
That card is very important again.
it's very close.
I mean, Storm doesn't play anything that other than lands. You can target anything. So
Yeah, exactly. It's not like you are going to see a
never a
hand
dead card.
of creatures and lands.
It's never dead.
It's only dead when your opponent is dead. All right.
Any final changes?
So second game in a row, second final, sorry, in a row
Yeah.
for Nick.
Sorry,
Into
only the
game
last
5.
one.
Let's see what happens this time. I know very well what happened in the previous one.
Okay. Here we go.
Like in the previous one, he's playing the 5th game.
Yeah, in the previous one he played the 5th game against me. Also, you went to game 5 against Juan, right? Like on the semifinals.
No. We only played 3 games.
Oh,
I
you
won
only
the
played.
first one, and he won
Oh yeah,
the
because there was no game 5. It's the semifinals. Yeah,
and they were long games too.
they were
Like
very long games. Yeah.
like they keep changing directions all the time. Like it seemed like things were going well on one side, and then the other one would play that type twister or something, and everything changed again, and like that several times every game.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what happens in this last game.
I will mulligan.
Ooh.
I keep.
It's not so good.
But here you can mulligan until 2 cards. You just need Lotus and Time Twister or Wheel of Fortune, and you're back in the game.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like I was mentioned that before, right? Like the way London Mulligan works, it really like with these decks, it's just like you gladly keep a six card deck over a 7 card deck any day if you can choose a little bit better the 6 cards you keep. So
Yeah, these decks have such a high density of bombs
yeah,
that you just need to resolve one. Sometimes you have to keep a risky hand that if it's countered or durest, you almost lose.
mm,
But that's better than to keep mulliganing.
yeah. We won't go down
Okay.
to 5
I will try to
games
keep.
yet.
Okay.
So let's start with game 5.
Underground Sea Duress.
And there's the
Duress.
Duress. What a strong card that is.
Okay. Polluted Delta, Underground Sea, Brainstorm, Dures, Force of Will, Dark Ritual, Lotus
Not
Petal.
much going on Juan's hand
Uh,
other than disruption.
Brainstorm plus Fetchland is already quite nice.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. Yeah, but
And
Keep
the
the brainstorm.
Duress,
yeah.
he could have
So
forced off with something.
I
Yeah, it
guess
makes sense.
Go ahead.
brainstorm. I guess a clear decision unless
Do
there's
you
something
keep it
you really
open, or
want
do you
to
want me
keep
to
in
move
your
it
Yeah,
down?
hands
no
to do
problem.
this.
Now he will have to face the Duress.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense. I mean, unless there's something. I don't know. Like we have an ancestral in your hand. Wouldn't you trade the Duresses? Well, not really, because there's like the Force of
Dures.
Will 2 plus Brainstorm.
Grim Tutor,
of course,
Infernal
yeah.
Contract, Flooded Strand, and Mana Crypt.
Well, a lot more
But
going on
Infernal
definitely
Contract.
on the
Okay,
turn.
hand of
question.
Nick. Uh, why is the mana tapped? What's going on?
I don't
Flooded
know.
Strand.
Yeah, he's thinking about doing something. Because he shouldn't be tapped.
Or he played already a land.
Yeah, he was thinking about doing
Okay,
something
okay.
or bluffing.
didn't see him tap.
Pass the turn.
Okay.
Okay.
So far, it seems like Juan is playing Legacy because every card is legal. There's no vintage card so far. And now he could hard cast the Force of Will if needed. It's not a very nice play because he loses 2 cards.
I mean, when you need it, you need it.
Now he doesn't lose 2 cards, only 1.
Play Merchant Scroll.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
He can play with the Beta if it's an Ancestral, which is probably the case.
Mm-hmm. Well, he hasn't played land.
Sure.
Yeah, also.
And play
And
check.
Uh-huh.
And we know that there's nothing. Well, there's nothing Nick can do this time. No misdirection or force of will to be scared of, with only 1 unknown card in hand and no other blue.
Play Ancestral
It's
to
still
the
very
me.
safe.
Yep. Which means it's the right time to play.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
And that's the 3rd spell, although it's unlikely it matters.
And just like that, Juan's hand is almost full again.
Okay, 6 cards. Pass turn. You know the Force of Will and the Ritual, and yeah, what do you know? 6 cards.
The Lotus Petal he knows already too.
I will play a Brainstorm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crack the Flooded Strand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Here we go. During your upkeep, I'll play a Mystical Tutor.
Okay. Okay.
That's your Juan's upkeep.
I has to. I mean,
Click
Juan was
Ancestral.
tapped, so in a way, did he have 2 blue? No, I don't think so. No, he was completely tapped.
Go
No,
ahead.
that's on his upkeep, it seems, but I don't know why he's doing it now.
Yeah, I don't know it either, to be honest.
Like that's unlikely to be countered.
many cards in your hand?
3.
3 cards.
That's correct.
Play Duress.
Ouch.
We have a memory jar, a mox, and a mana crypt.
Yeah, pues memory jar.
Memory, yeah.
That wouldn't have been a bad.
Okay, your turn.
Yeah, the thing is, he could
Sorry,
have chosen
sorry,
the mana crypt too.
sorry.
But I mean,
Sorry, one moment.
it's likely that Nicholas draws
Well,
a ritual or something, and
Okay,
then
that's
it's
fine.
the same.
Yes.
Okay, so it's ancestral. Sorry, one moment. I'm thinking about the play in my turn. Special and then and it's okay. So sorry, that's turn. Slow to spell.
So you're setting up for.
How many cards in hand?
Excuse
6.
me. Setting up for the
5 cards. Sorry.
For the will.
Okay.
Force of will, yeah.
I'll cast Ancestral, targeting myself.
I mean,
Yes.
Okay,
it's
but,
spending 3 cards, but
A ritual and force of will hard casting.
I guess it
Go
makes
ahead.
sense, especially knowing that Nicholas only has
Okay.
mana crypt and a mox.
So ring 3 cards. Pass turn.
Two very slow games we've had for game 4 in F5. And Nick is on top deck mode, so.
And this is what duresses are for, and force of will.
Yep.
They stop the opponent's plan, otherwise
Sugar.
it will be very different.
Okay.
And what do you look
17.
for with the Ring Tutor now that the I guess like the Jog will again?
Yeah, that's good. He has a mana crypt. He can replay some stuff, at least the ancestral recall.
Unless he gets Duressed. There's 2 Duresses already on the graveyard for Juan, so only 2 left. Is he playing the playset, right?
Yes. Playset main deck.
In all fairness, I see no reason to play playset mind deck of Duress if you are playing black. Like, not reason not to play it, I mean.
Yeah,
It's
unless you are playing a Pitchlock.
yeah,
Go ahead.
unless you're playing pitch lock. Yeah.
Okay.
Such a powerful card, Duress.
Play memory jar.
Ah,
This is one of those situations in which the hardest recall is not that bad because it can delay the plans for a turn.
sure, that's fine.
Especially if after the hardest
Regards,
recall you
Pastor.
play something like Wheel of Fortune or something. That's when it's really annoying.
Okay, let's see.
Dark Ritual.
Okay.
Rituals,
Mana Crypt.
Mana Crypt, second
Okay.
spell.
Let's see if
Will.
he looked for the
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 Jog
will.
Will.
Force of Will. Chain. Chain of Vapor.
Sure. Go ahead.
There goes one plan.
Okay. No cards in your hand?
No cards in my hand.
Okay. Can I see your graveyard, please?
Sure. Duress, Infernal Contract, Brainstorm, Flooded Strand, Mystical Tutor, Memory Jar, Ancestral Recall, Grim Tutor, Dark Ritual, Yagwell.
Diamond's Will. Okay. Draw.
He's drawing first. And he wants to play some ritual or something before the
One
activity
floating of
like that.
this. Time Walk.
Okay, well that's quite good too.
And sack. The
Sure. 1, 2, 3,
I'm not sure if
4,
that's better than
5,
doing
6.
it your next turn. So you will have more mana.
Well, I guess what you depending on what you have in hand, right? But
Yeah.
in general, I don't see any reason not to go to your.
Well, the
next
reason
turn.
is that you're spending, you will have 2 less mana than next turn.
No, I'm saying I see no reason not to go to the next turn, other than
Yeah.
have cast one spell already on the time walk. But yeah, it doesn't change anything. But since things are looking good for Juan right now. Wait, like, why are we saying that he goes to the next turn with a memory jar?
No, he played that time walk.
Ah, you mean after the time walk before cracking the memory jar? Okay. Like my brain just
When I correct.
actually you're not keeping those cards.
Okay.
Play by you.
Oh, by you, that means he's playing Scented Swarm then.
Yep.
Es 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's a bargain.
Play Diamond's Bargain.
That's game. Good games.
Good games. Sorry, man.
Yeah, he just concedes.
With a time ball in the pool.
I played badly. It's my own fault.
And
I could have won the
next
game
turn
where
offering.
I Yawgmoth's Willed the second game.
Congratulations to Juan.
I should have won that one.
It's a very
I just
very good finals.
was overly cautious.
Hmm.
I thought you might have had a force or something because you had the necropotence.
Discussing this, Vedas, I'm going to say
But
bye to
those were good games. Quite close.
Okay.
Quite close.
Don't leave.
Normally the
Sure.
lucky
It was in the end over 2 hours.
win the game.
Yeah, it was. I can tell you now. Like,
With
the
Duress
recording
and Force of
is
Will,
2
and
hours
I'm very
and
lucky
15
for
minutes.
the
I
1,
know
2
that the voice of
Force of
Juan is messing
Will,
with
2
mine, so I'm
Duress,
going to
and
stop recording now. Thank you
yes,
for watching.
you Mulligan
And if you want
X6.
to play the next league, you were